Hey Wargamers, welcome back. This is Mars. Welcome back to Wargamers on a Budget, Episode 4, Forum Trading Explained. Before we start, I would like to give a shout out to everyone that actually helped. I don't have anyone in particular to shout out to or thank to. The links are all down below. Friends of Voices of Mars, as always, just down below that you can find them. You can also find them on my channels. And before we start, actually, I would give out a successful story that happened just last night when I was recording episode 3. So this is the list that I bought out from a forum. I got 15 paladins. Yeah, this is like a Grey Knight Drago Wing list. So 15 paladins, 1 Terminator Librarian, 1 Drago, 3 Venerable Dreadnoughts Riflemen, so Forge World autocannons on left and right arms. The only one that's unpainted are the 2 Dreadnoughts, the rest are painted. And the guy also gave me a Vindicare Assassin, just a token of goodwill. And the Codex, valued around roughly, if you buy them new, $450. I got them for $100 shipped. $100 shipped. How did I do that? Forum trading. I love forum trading because you can get a good deal like that. You know, someone's desperate enough to buy a certain other, like to support their other hobby, and they don't want their stuff anymore, so they sell it out really cheap. So that's about 25%, you know, 75% discount. So I only paid 25%, no tax, and shipped. So let's get into it. Okay, so a couple of sample forums that I usually frequent is Daka. Usually for news and rumors. I haven't really browsed their buy, sell threads. The Painted Dragon, I've been viewing them, but the problem with me buying or trading at the Painted Dragon, the shipping cost, because most of them are from UK, the shipping cost, the Royal Airmail is unbelievably expensive. Another one that I go to is Tom's Boring Mordheim forum. That one I frequent because I play Mordheim a lot lately. There's a lot of posting, like battle reports and stuff, that I usually post every week on Mondays. And my favorite is actually Barter Town. That's where I got my Grey Knights from. $100 shipped. Once you go into the trading thread, you're gonna get confused. This is where we're gonna talk about the glossary. So once you go into those different forums, you know, just look for the trade / buy / sell threads. Once you go into them, you're gonna see like a bunch of threads, and they're not gonna make sense to you if you've never traded in a forum before. Usually it starts with H semicolon blah 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 blah, W semicolon blah 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 blah. So we'll talk we'll talk a little bit about the glossary right now. The rest you kind of have to figure it out yourself. The H means have. So the person that's posting it have, for example, H semicolon IG DK GK DE. That means he has Imperial Guards, Grey Knights, and Dark Eldar. That's if it's in the 40k section. If it's in the fantasy, let's say OK VC. So he has Ogre Kingdom and Vampire Counts. And the W means want. A lot of different things that usually people want. If it's just a straight trade, he would just list it as whatever army that he wants and whatever army that he has. But if he put $sign on it, that means he either wants cash through PayPal or any other means. A lot of other things usually are posted as the want part. Like my Grey Knights, the guy actually wanted $100 credit in his Steam wallet. We're trying to figure out, because Steam's not working that great right now. But he agreed to ship to me first, and then I'll pay him after I actually got the item. So, which is really cool. It doesn't really happen that often. Usually you have to ship at the same time. But I'll tell you a little bit on the etiquette, the trading etiquette. And as a lot of people say within the property industry, is location. For forum trading, it's reference. Think about it this way: you're a seller. Someone wants to buy your stuff. You don't know him. He's a stranger. He's all, you know, it might be across the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know, right? So the only thing that's holding you is reference. If he has more, you know, social media or any type of reference or eBay reference that he can go back to, that's even better. But the only thing that you have, you know, to ship to him, his reputation is his reference, his forum reference, and it will show, you know, if he's a good seller, if he's a bad seller or bad buyer, or whichever works, you know. So what you want to do is you check his reference first before you trade. If there is any type of spam report or anything that says that, oh, he's not a good trader, don't trade with him, then you shouldn't. You take that as a red flag. So I'm going to go through a couple of trade etiquettes with you. The first one is if you have a lower reference number, a lower reference count, let's say if you're starting out in a new forum, you either ship or pay first. Depending which side of the deal you're at. If you're the buyer, you pay first. If you're the seller, you ship first. I know it's kind of iffy, but that is the etiquette. If you have a lower reference rating, you usually have to ship or pay first. And another one is you have to pay or ship within the 3 days. You know, it shouldn't take you that long to process the deal. Unless you already talked to the guy, just message the guy, hey, I can only ship on weekends because I'm at work and I'm really busy. So, you know, make a deal with them. As long as you contact them within 3 days and tell them what's going on, that's perfectly fine. And if you agree to meet up with the person, let's say you met somebody locally and you want to trade with them, make sure you meet up in a public place so both of you guys can feel a little bit safe. You know, don't go to someone's house and you know it's in the boonies somewhere. You don't want to risk yourself getting jumped, right? So meet in a public place, trade it in the open. If you trade it with cash, try not to pull out a wad of cash just like that. Put him in an envelope. He can count it, but as long as it's still hidden so you're not attracting random people. Don't make it look like it's a drug deal kind of thing. Just, you know, make sure that you're out in the open so it's not... It's safer for both of you guys, actually. And always have exact cash so he doesn't have to reach for his wallet and get for a change. If you need the exact cash, go to the bank first or go to, like, I don't know, 7-Eleven and then buy something small to get that change. And it's also, forum trading also helps that if you're not a jackass. I'm sorry. If you're a jackass, if you're rude over on forums, if you're rude online, especially in real life, it's hard for people to actually trust you. You know, be nice. Not being nicer helps a lot, actually. So, you know, don't be a jackass. And the last one, the last tip that I would give you, this is another good trade etiquette, is be prompt. Answer your email, your PM, your private messages as fast as possible. I know some people are busier than the others, so try to, you know, reply within 48 hours at least, to show them, like, hey, I received your email, I will get back to you, or I received your private message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And you'll figure out the deal through messages back and forth. So, you know, my success story, my example, that's just one example that I did. I did a couple of other ones. $100 shipped. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys probably traded in forums. Some of you guys traded in forums before. You know, share your success story down here in the comment below. I also have a Facebook page, so you can just find the link down below. Please like me. If you like me, just like me. If you don't, then, you know, I can't do anything. So don't forget to subscribe if this is the first time you're watching. This is Mars, and I'll talk to you next time.